Dear colleagues, dear participants of the scientific conference, it's a great pleasure and honor to take a part in this scientific event and to share results of our scientific research. Let me share some insights about development of e-leadership in municipal administrations as public administration institutions before, during, and now after the pandemic. This research was conducted by the group of researchers from Lithuania, Germany, and Latvia. All colleagues contributed to this presentation. However, I had the honor to present results for you. Today, I'm going to present peculiarities of e-leadership as a theoretical concept. Then I will give you some clues about our research project and methods we were using. Main results of this research is divided to two main parts. The first part is from qualitative explorative study, which was conducted in 4 countries, 3 Baltic states and Germany. And the second part was conducted just in Lithuania during pandemic situation. I will give you some implications on the research in the post-pandemic situation. Digitalization is one of the key aspects of modern public administration. It leads to e-governance, which provides some possibilities for e-democracy and e-services. However, e-leadership is very closely connected to both of concepts. While e-governance is usually focused on external relationships between public administration institutions and society, business, and other institutions, e-leadership is focused on internal management processes. E-leadership is considered as a social influence process embedded in both proximal and distant context, mediated by information communication technologies. It is the relationship between leaders and supervisors and their employees using ICT. Traditional ways of communication and interaction between leaders and employees is more influenced by ICT technologies nowadays. Digital tools become normal practice for provision of public services. Human resources management processes are using special e-systems, while e-leadership is more or less technology-mediated process of social influence. That means interaction between leaders and employees. Our scientific research is the part of 2 projects which were funded by Baltic-German University Liaison Office in 2019 and 2023. In the first project, we had 4 countries as partners included in the project, while the second project is implemented by 3 countries' researchers from Lithuania, Latvia, and Germany. It is important to emphasize that research team structure did not change a lot, and all colleagues from the previous research project from Lithuania, Latvia, and Germany remained the same. The first part of our research was qualitative explorative study. It aimed to analyze the existence and main practices of e-leadership in municipalities. As I mentioned, it was conducted in 4 countries, 3 Baltic states and Germany in 2019. We have used such methods as document analysis and semi-structured interviews with leaders and employees of municipal administrations. The second part of the research was conducted during the pandemic, and it revealed challenges and tensions emerging in relation to e-leadership in municipal administrations in Lithuania. It was conducted in 2020, and we used semi-structured interviews with leaders and employees as our method. First of all, I would like to present some results from pre-pandemic situation analysis. While analyzing 4 countries' cases, we have noticed some international similarities. Our interviews have revealed that increasing efficiency and time saving are the biggest motives to often to use digital tools in daily practice in municipal administrations. Moreover, our interviewees have emphasized that political representatives and society pressures them to digitalize municipal daily practice. Interviewees have noticed some benefits from using ICT tools such as speeding up the communication, especially between leaders and employees. It may reduce bureaucracy and volumes of printed materials. It may help to simplify everyday operations and to make the information more accessible for everybody in the organization. Before the pandemic, we have identified challenges which are raising in different countries. Interviewees from Estonia and Germany emphasized that they miss additional staff for municipal digitalization tasks. German municipal administrators emphasized that digital projects are usually as additional job and they are carried out by employees as on-top tasks. Moreover, in Lithuania and Estonia, we identified that new technical systems are usually implemented with a lack of knowledge from employees how to use them. Digitalization raised more challenges, such as intensification and fragmentation of work because ICT usage and intrusion of ICT into private sphere. Especially it was emphasized by Lithuanian municipal representatives. All Baltic states municipal administrators included to the research were feeling the lack to work remotely, as remote working possibility was not very motivating. We have identified that part of civil servants, especially senior age employees and leaders, are finding hard to change their working routines to the remote ones, especially when municipal administrations in Estonia and Germany had strong traditions of face-to-face contact and communication. Moreover, German municipal representatives emphasized that e-leadership might be seen as a threat to work motivation of the employees. The second part of our research was conducted during the pandemic, and we have compared the situation in Lithuania before and during it. Even before the pandemic, learning how to use ICT tools occurred due to on supervisors' own initiative and just few training sessions. During the pandemic, the urgent need to learn how to use e-tools and platforms appeared. Supervisors even became technical consultants for colleagues and employees. During the pandemic, the law has been changed and 100% teleworking becomes allowed. Even distrust of supervisors in teleworking as an efficient working mode is considerably reduced. Criteria for time management has changed too. Long-term and regular weekly meetings has been changed by the short-term and irregular on-demand meetings. However, the number of meetings sharply increased and the time schedule for them changed radically. Clearly structured working schedule was replaced by flexible work schedule. During the pandemic, more attention has been paid on the content of the task or request sent to the employee. The period of few days to respond to the request was replaced by the explicit norms of urgent responses in 15 minutes. Multitasking became not occasional but permanent form of working. We have noticed considerable increase of working hours during the pandemic and the request to be available for employees 24/7 as a new informal norm in municipal administrations. During the pandemic, Lithuanian municipal administrators had to accept new ways of working. Extra role behavior of employees was expected to be a part of good performance, accepting high working hours and absence of complaints, despite that private and family related issues became secondary ones to the job issues. This year, our research team is continuing our research about e-leadership in the post-pandemic situation. We have already noticed that e-leadership in local government became a normal part of everyday leadership activities. However, we think that public sector specifics should be reconsidered. We already see that there are some main challenges for e-leadership in municipalities in the post-pandemic situation, such as lacking training opportunities. We have still a lot of issues of work-life disbalance of supervisors as well as employees because of permanent availability. This disbalance can lead to some consequences, such as social isolation or loss of work motivation, as some additional softwares, apps, or even social networks were started to use in the communication between supervisors and employees in municipal administrations. Data security becomes a very important issue for the next research steps. These challenges became implications for the research we are conducting this year. I hope that next time I will be able to share insights from this stage. Thank you for your attention. I hope that this presentation gave you some important insights about e-leadership in municipal administrations and its development.